You know what's funny too is I have a video. I was in Miami filming, and Nick Hogan's son, Hulk Hogan's son, what was his name?
Nick,
right?
Yeah, Nick.
I have a video of Nick Hogan using the N-word.
Right. So, you know what I'm saying?
like not in a really derogatory sort of way, but trying to be down.
And Nick be on that other shit.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
So,
which is sort of like,
right.
Okay, that's racist, but you're
be on that other shit.
Using the N-word? Like, as a white guy? Like, what the fuck is going on here? Your daughter's dating a black guy? What the fuck kind of family?
Right. Nick be on that other shit. But so when I look back at all of these cases, I looked at what these people had to do to sort of right the shit. Dog the Bounty Hunter was allowed to do his work in private. Like he reached out to some people. We know he's been talking to some people. When he once again said that he didn't want his son fucking with a black chick because they say the N-word all the time and they don't want it to be made of a big deal about it. It's like we say it, we don't want to stop saying it because she's around.
Oh.
That's what happened. See what I'm saying? These are conversations where people are really having to where we know that it's, Hulk Hogan got a little bit of support from some of the WWE people to black people. It's another difference because there was some black guys at WWE that came out and was like, Hulk Hogan's still my homie. I'm like, God damn, no, he's not. You know what I'm saying? So, but Hulk Hogan did an interview with Good Morning America. He did the interview with Good Morning America, comes back. He wasn't reinstated to the WWE right away, but he was allowed to go wrestle and stuff. It's just, there's no way, it's not a situation to where when someone comes out and espouses their actual real thoughts about black people. I'm not talking about people who we can legislate whether or not they watched the documentary or where they really have these beliefs or they straight up say I'm not anti. I'm talking about people who in their private moments have said, I don't fuck with black people like that.
Yeah. Yeah, Kyrie technically didn't say anything. All he did was tweet a link.
Now he handled it badly, but what I'm saying is that like when these people get to do their comebacks, they don't have to go do 2 weeks with Dr. Umar. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't have to. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to. That's not what they make them do.
Oh,
they don't.
Hulk Hogan needs to sit down with Dr. Umar Johnson for 2 weeks.
Hogan needs to
every day.
Hulk Hogan needs to 2 weeks go help Dr. Umar build the school. They don't have to do that.
The school he's been promising all these years.
Right. They took the school coming. Like they come on. They come on there. They sit in front of another white person. They say I'm sorry, and everybody goes, "You're good." But for Kyrie, they really wanted to put him through an entire mental course of assuring, and that's the type of safety, of security that we never really feel like we have. We never really feel like that's the deal. Michael Richards, you know what Michael Richards said at the Laugh Factory? And I'm sorry that he catching strays. I'm sorry that all of these guys catching strays. But Michael Richards said at the Laugh Factory when he was getting heckled, he said, he's a nigger, he's a nigger, he's a nigger. And then he said something else that people never talk about when they talk about what Michael Richards said. He said, if this was 50 years ago, I'd have you hanging from a tree with a fork up your ass. That's what he said.
Well, to be fair though, his career was over after that.
No, not
his
really.
His career was done.
Okay, so
you have not seen Kramer do nothing.
Not true.
He did comedians getting coffee with Jerry Seinfeld on one episode.
No,
and I have not seen him in between those.
He showed up in Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, which was
I missed
one
that
of,
part.
But
okay, so you do a cameo every so often, but essentially his whole career was done.
I feel you, but what I'm saying,
as it should be. I am not defending Kramer by any stretch of the imagination. It was a wrap.
But what I'm saying is,
doing a Curb Your Enthusiasm cameo is not going to pay your rent.
But it's not going to pay the rent. But he still has really powerful friends. But like when I say really powerful friends, no, it's not about to happen to me. I'm talking about Larry David and the rest of those guys. But what I'm saying is that before we got him back on TV, and you're right, his career has been irreparably damaged.
Yes,
but before
his career was over.
But he's also
you got to admit it was over.
Yeah, it was. I mean,
no.
His career has been irreparably damaged. But before we got to see him, did we get any assurances? Did we get any? Did the people that were going to put him on HBO, Did they give us any assurances that he did not have one racist bone in his body? They just don't do that. And so when I saw that list of things, I'm like, man, Kyrie should have handled that whole situation. And when I saw that list of things, I'm like, to be real with you, they are trying to break him. They are. Like, to be real with you, I don't give a fuck what you... there's no doubt about the fact that they are trying to make sure that everybody knows this motherfucker don't mean no harm. It was too much. Yeah. And any rational person... And it's funny because Jonathan Greenblatt, the head of the ADL, was on the Breakfast Club, and he said that they didn't even agree with it.
Right.
You know what I mean? They didn't even agree with
and
it.
The ADL has a history of overreacting. You know, like the whole Dave Chappelle thing, how they had a problem with it, I thought was silly.
Yeah.
Like, come on now. Seriously. Like what Dave Chappelle did on SNL, I thought was relatively fair and balanced.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He did not put Kanye on a pedestal, even though I know that they're friends.
Right.
You know, he made some jokes, but this is I thought was actually fair.